Good evening, everybody. My name is Mark Willardson, and I'm here with MMOCashout along with Charles Fury and Steve Tiffany, the CEO of MMOCashout. And this is our first broadcast to everybody from corporate, and we're excited to tell you our story, bring you up to date as to what's going on and where we're going, and talk about some of our challenges we've had, and just be very transparent and, you know, like give you a little more of the story, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I was first myself introduced to this whole concept, gosh, back about 4 years ago through a mutual friend Steve and I had, and I was very fascinated with it when Steve was describing it to me. And of course, I've never played a video game really to speak of in my life. I've been involved in direct selling, network marketing for over 20 years, and I was fascinated with it because I had a son who grew up as a gamer, and quite frankly, he $20'd me to death on a daily basis. It was a very expensive hobby, and so I knew right away that this is something that I really wanted to be part of, and I wanted to know more about it. And I got to tell you, I was really shocked when I hung the phone up with Steve and asked my son. I said, "Taryn, have you ever heard of anything called MMOCashout?" And boy, was he excited. He had already known about it because the gentleman, and I'm going to let Steve tell that story, that had created this concept, had put something out there, and it actually had gone viral, and a lot of people in the gaming community had already heard about it and the concept, and we're very excited to be part of it. And without further ado, let me introduce you to Steve Tiffany, our CEO, and let him share the story because I think it's an important story to tell, and there's a lot to it. So without further ado, take it away, Steve.
Hey, thanks very much. Charles, also nice to see you on the call also, and get some information out here to everybody. Yeah, it was about 4 years ago that I ran into a guy. I came here to the Philippines, and my business consultant was working with a guy by the name of James Self, and so my business consultant told me I really had to meet this guy. He had a really cool program that he was working on and stuff. So we got together, and James went over his little package that he had called MMOCashout and explained to me about the games and how he was bringing the network marketing to the gaming world. And he was a very avid gamer himself, and he loved playing games, and he had made a lot of money in the gaming industry, but he had always had the same question asked by all of his friends and people that he had knew and acquaintances and stuff, that the one thing they all wanted to do is be like James and make a lot of money in the gaming industry, and he never had an answer for him. He could never get the replicating what he was doing to be able to get other people to earn income. So he came up with this concept about network marketing and creating a program to start allowing people to introduce gaming through network marketing and get game developers involved and stuff. And I love the idea, love the concept. Started working with him in January of 2009, and he brought it to pretty much finished what he was working on for his pre-launch, and he did his pre-launch in June of 2009. Boy, we spent a lot of time and worked many hours on getting his company up. He had an office here in the Philippines with about 20 employees and many programmers and stuff. Also, he worked with a lot of my team trying to get some of the marketing stuff set up. So we did our pre-launch, and everything was going pretty good, and the word started to get out. It's where Mark's son started hearing about it. And to everybody's shock, James had passed away the early part of July right here in the Philippines. So I spent a lot of time dealing with his family and all the employees and closing down his business here and taking care of all the personal effects and stuff in his condo unit and everything. We spent months clearing everything up here. So got to know his wife pretty well, and she's quite a sweetheart. But as time went on, I love this idea and love the concept and stuff, and the domain name came available, so I bought it and started working on rebuilding MMOCashout. I had a lot of interference with other programs and packages that we were working on, and we got kept putting it on the back shelf and waiting, and we bring it back out and work on it and put it away. And finally we got some people came to me, some marketers came to me, and they're like, we really got to get this thing going. And so we did, and kind of fast forward to today, we've got a lot of the software done, a lot of the things functioning. Came up to January 31st, as everybody knows, January 31st or February 1st, depends on where you were in the world. We did our pre-launch. We started our pre-launch, and if anybody's listening to this, you got to really understand we are in a pre-launch. What that means to you is that not everything is working, not everything is functioning. You go to the website, you still see static pages where we've got holders on, but we're getting things fixed. We're working. We've got the teams working on it, from all the programmers to client relations people, and I can go through all these individually and explain all this stuff to you guys. Basically, the MMOCashout, when we did our pre-launch, as a lot of you know, that we ran into some technical issues as far as the speed of the server. We had changed out our server just prior to doing our pre-launch, got it all set up on a private rack, and we were all set up for a lot of traffic. We thought we were all set, and of course, when we did our pre-launch, we were taken by how many people went to the website, and it just slowed down to a crawl. We almost crashed a couple of times, but we managed to pull it through over the weekend. We fixed a few things over that weekend as far as the scripting and stuff to speed it up, and we got through the weekend, and we started working on moving it to a new server, and we knew we had to really expand this out so that we could handle the traffic. We moved it out onto 3 separate servers. It's got load balancing. We're on the cloud, so it's pretty much resolved all of our issues. We've got we can double or triple the size of our server and our speed in a matter of 24 hours. We shouldn't run into that issue again. We've pretty much got that resolved. You guys also, after doing the pre-launch and stuff, you wanted to see all the information on the kindreds, and you were getting people that were signing up, and they were your kindreds from your advertising. You couldn't get in, you couldn't see who they were. So we added the View Kindred Information button, so you can go back there and click on it, and you get the people's email, Facebook, some basic information. The one thing that I noticed the other day is that that information doesn't include where the people are at in the world. We are all around the world. We're in several countries. We're big in Russia, UK, Spain, Italy, Turkey, Philippines, Korea. We're not in China, Australia, Brazil, United States, Canada. We're all over the place. And so it'd be good for the kindreds if you click on a kindred and to be able to see where in the country your people are coming from. So it helps you guys out with your advertising and marketing. Also, we've upgraded the website. We've got the blog all set up on MMOCashout, and so now you can go in there and start reading. We've got 2 people that'll be posting blogs on MMOCashout. Charles will be posting stuff, and Steve is going to be posting. And Steve already has a blog up there about the kingdom, and explains a little bit about some of the questions and answers and stuff of people that have been asking. So we got the blog working. We were having some issues with the e-wallet system. It was a kind of an API issue where the people were registering, signing up, and then on their personal information sheet, they weren't putting some of their information correctly, or their state, country, city, zip code, something like that wasn't jiving with what was real. And when they hit submit, the API would kick it out to the e-wallet, and the e-wallet would come back and wouldn't allow the e-wallet to be set up. So We've done a lot of repairs on that, and I believe we're about 80% finished on that. We've got many people are getting their e-wallet set up, and we don't get near the complaints that we were before. Then we just finished the upgrade downgrade button. If you go into the back office, you can see the upgrade downgrade. The ability to, if you're a peasant, you can upgrade to a royal. If you're a royal, you can downgrade to a peasant. And we're also on that same page working on the paying out 60 days. So that instead of what we had at the beginning for the pre-launch and stuff, is being within days of your payment becoming available, we've added a pay into the future, so you can pay up to 60 days out. So those of you who are going to be going on vacations or whatnot, you're not going to have time to babysit your computer to make sure, or your back office, to make sure that you pay your taxes on time. So that should be done. It's back there right now, and it should be done here in the next day or two. We had a little glitch with it. We're getting that resolved. Also, there had been a question about the what happens if you miss your tax due date, and I mean, do you lose your spot, or are you going to be kicked out, or what's going to happen? Well, the only thing that happens is that you move from, let's say, a peasant, and you missed your due date to pay. It would move you to a squatter, and the only thing that you lose out on is anyone in your kingdom that's pays their taxes. You won't be able to collect on what they pay. Not until you get... Go ahead.
Steve, I'm sorry to interrupt you real quick. So if I was to forget to pay my taxes and noticed, and it had expired and a couple of days had gone by, or I got the email and I got in there, all I would miss out on in terms of earning any money would be just from the time that my taxes came due till the time I paid them, that little gap time in between. Anybody that was paying theirs, and during that period of time, I wouldn't be eligible to receive mine. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's the only thing that you lose out on. So, and the
Right.
minute you pay your taxes and on your village and stuff, and get back into good standings, you would be you'd be receiving or you'd have the ability to collect taxes on the people that are in your kingdoms, and kindreds and kingdom. Yep.
I guess I want to comment with this too right now, as long as we're talking about that. And you talked about the pre-launch, soft launch, call it whatever you want. Like you said, the company is a lot of us wanted to get going. Wanted to get started. We wanted to start laying the bricks on our foundation, or I guess I could even say we're pouring our footing right now to lay the bricks on it. And of course, there's a huge advantage to being able to get started early on, because when the product is ready for the actual launch, we've already got an organization of kingdoms. Or villages within our kingdom, and that we're not only collecting taxes on them, but boy, when this thing's ready to go, it's just going to give us so much more leverage. And of course, the downside is it's not perfect. So for that person that needs a perfect world, probably now isn't the best time for them. But if they can look past that and go, you know what, I don't care about that. Let's just get involved. Let me start spreading the word, and getting those that are interested in getting started and becoming part of this now on board. Huge advantage in terms of leverage when we are actually ready to go. I just wanted to add that piece.
Absolutely. As I said, we are in a pre-launch, and this is not everything is functioning, but I will tell you that we are, as a whole, with all the websites and stuff, we have a lot of time in our timeline to get it all done. We anticipate having everything done and going into a launch sometime in May. The latest would be June 1st. And I can tell you that like MMO Buy It should be done and functioning by April 1st. We'll be loading games and developers and games and products and stuff into MMO Buy It, and we'll have that somewhere in the neighborhood of April 15th, April 20th. And so, you know, as we finish things, as things are completed, when they get done, we release them. We put them out there and let everybody, even though we're still in a pre-launch, it's very possible that we'll have everything done prior to our launch date, and as it should be. And so the people that do come in that start up now, a good reason to get started is to get your position, get set up, grow with us, learn as we grow, as we add more things. You'll be the backbone of the company. You need to understand that we're growing fast, and so it's a good opportunity to get started if you can hold on for a couple of months and understand that we're in a pre-launch for a couple of months, and you understand that you'll be paying for something that not all the functionality is going to be working, but the opportunity of earning is there. And there isn't any reason why anybody can't sign up and earn from what we're doing. So we wanted to make it somewhat beneficial to everybody when they did sign up, and they still had the opportunity to sign up and earn while we were in a pre-launch. So.
Great. So let's talk about MMO buy it and MMO list it, and kind of explain the vision for that and what people can expect.
Yeah, MMO buy it is the store. MMOCashout is the marketing arm per se, and so everybody that gets involved with MMOCashout, they are the marketeers. They're the ones out there that are going to be promoting the other websites that we're coming out with, like MMO Buy It, MMO List It, MMO Playbook, and all of which will have items in it that will be marketable, and where you can earn from them. And we'll be coming out with more, and we're not going to get into that. But MMO Buy It has got we got a team of programmers working on it, and they've made a lot of progress in the last few days. But I think Charles caught a snippet of it from one of my programmers. But we're working on the ability to be able to go in and see once you're logged in, you'll be able to see games and play games, rate games. You can the rating scale is like 8 items that you rate, and so it averages it, and then averages all the people that comment on it. And if somebody makes a comment on a game that you disagree with, you can click on that and it would disagree. You can, or if you agree with them, you click on it, and kind of like Facebook where you're liking things. Or you can comment on the game yourself. We're building the login page also, and that's going to be like totally different than your login for MMOCashout, because if you're a gamer, it's going to have all the gaming functionalities of being able to put all the games that you play, and the tracking your comments, and what games you've been playing and commenting on, and if you're in guilds or groups, or you want to post your resume out there, or if you got postings on MMO Listed, or it's going to be very interactive, your back office. So we got, and also from the back office of MMO Buy It, you're going to have your Listed. The only way to get anything onto MMO Listed is if you register with MMO Buy It and create your profile. You can go in and you can post something on MMO Listed. The reason we do that is because that creates a e-wallet for anybody that's involved with MMO Buy It. And then you can use the e-wallet for, if you choose to, you could choose to use the e-wallet for payment, for if you're selling like an old Xbox or Wii or something, and somebody wants to buy it, you can use the e-wallet system to transfer funds and stuff. So keep it simple. And so, do you have any questions on that?
Well, will people be limited as to what they can and can't sell unlisted, or is it just kind of like a Craigslist where they can sell whatever they want?
It's kind of like a Craigslist. I mean, even Craigslist has limitations as what you can and can't do and stuff, but for the most part, you can sell you can post like your resume, or if you're going to try to get into the beta testing, or you're doing the and also on the with Lista, you got resumes and stuff. You got sell your own products. If you got items that you're trying to sell out of your with your anything that's gaming related and stuff, you could market off of your MMO buy it. So
I remember, Steve, numerous times my son buying and selling things with gaming, and I recall him, not receiving always what he purchased, and
yeah.
And there was no way for him to rate that person he was doing the transaction with.
Oh, absolutely.
And so I think that's going to be a huge advantage, where people are going to know if it's, of course, and they're also going to be registered through our e-wallets. So,
Well, yeah, and not only that, you're going to have the people that are selling items that have, the only way to sell an item is to have a profile in MMO Buy It, and you'll have comments on there. And if people are making bad, rating you bad on MMO Listed, it's going to show up on your profile.
Right.
So, and yeah, we have a lot of avenues, because the person, the person's true and accurate, because he's got to be able to tie in with the e-wallet. If the person's selling or buying the product and stuff, or selling it, people should use the e-wallet to be able to keep everybody honest. Everybody's signed up with the e-wallet system and collects all the personal information. That personal information has to match up with what's on the MMO Buy It. So
right.
It's kind of like creating like eBay does. I mean, eBay has ranking, or you can post comments, and if that was a good transaction, bad transaction, how many transactions, all that kind of stuff. We'll be doing all the same stuff. We want transactions to go smoothly, and even on items where you've got something that you're selling that's virtual and they could be used anywhere around the world, where you can sell it, and you'd be able to list it on MMO List It for worldwide, so that anybody can see it, not just in your area.
Right. You
can search for, obviously, products. If you got a Xbox 360 for $75 that you're trying to sell, and you're not going to want to sell it from the United States to some guy in the Philippines, I mean, the shipping alone and everything would cost more than the product. So
yeah.
I remember Mark shipped me over a FedEx, and the customs, or the duties to get it in here, was about $30. And the envelope only contained papers. It was just papers inside there, and they charged $30 to get papers here. It was just like ridiculous. So shipping is always a problem when you have products and stuff with MMO Listed. So that's why, I mean, if you got virtual items, you can post it on there for worldwide people to be able to, anybody that sees the MMO Listed will be able to see that listing. So.
Well, Steve, what's exciting about this is, I'm looking at an article right here, even that, last year, $93 billion in revenue was in the video gaming industry, and by next year it'll be up to $111 billion. That's fabulous growth year over year, and you just think about just getting just a tiny little piece of that is a lot of business, just huge volume of sales.
There.
And so it's going to be very easy to create a multi-billion-dollar company through this, and you just think of the ability to take it to that next level. It's limitless. Once the network is created, what can be sold to the network just as limitless.
Absolutely. People have to realize that we've introduced MMOCashout to network marketers. And network marketers understand that this is a business, and they're doing a business. We will have the training tools in the back office to be able to train gamers to kind of run their own little business and how to market it and stuff like that. Gamers are already naturally social butterflies. They are extremely social online when they're playing their games and doing things, so we don't have to teach them how to be social.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
And we've got they also know and understand how to use computers and gadgets and stuff, which network marketers are always struggling with. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I've gotten into network marketing and they can't even really figure out how to open their email, and they're trying to run a business online, and it's like but we're putting the tools and the products and everything in the back office through the school. When you get into the back office, you have a school that will have K through 12 with all the videos. It's going to take us a while to get it built and developed and stuff, but each video that you watch, you're going to have a quiz after it. You got to pass these quizzes. You got to be able to learn and to build your business. This is a business. And not everybody, not all the gamers are going to want to be involved with MMOCashout. Just like not everybody will get involved with Amazon.com to be able to sell products and earn income through an affiliate program. People don't want to mess around with it. This is the same thing. MMOCashout's the same exact thing with gamers.
But I do believe we all want to buy things from, that we want to buy products and services from people that we know, and if we're given a choice, even if we're not part of this, if I'm able to buy something and at a fair price and it benefits my friend, absolutely I want to do it.
Yes, you're going to have those situations as well. You're also going to have a situation where you're listing something on MMO Listed and you're posting it places to sell your product and stuff. People will go look at it and they like, oh wow, this is really nice, I want to buy this, and they click on it, and it gives them an option to join MMO Buy It, and because obviously they're a gamer, they're buying a gaming product, and when they join, you just got a new client, a new customer, and because they were funneled in or brought in through MMO Buy It. MMO Buy It's just another product or another tool to use to be able to get customers or clients or whatever to MMO Buy It. And when they get involved with MMO Buy It, we hope that they find that there's enough items or tools or whatever products on there that they like and they buy from it. And it will be ever growing. This concept, this idea for developers is also new. I mean, we're creating a huge marketing arm for game developers and stuff. So that's pretty much about the MMO Buy It or Listed and MMO Buy It. We are having some another thing that the company is going to be doing is the company emails to all the members and stuff. We will have a newsletter that will be going out, and we're just building it and getting it set up in the back office so that we can have somebody like Mark, Charles, or Steve put together a newsletter on a regular basis and be sending that out to everybody. Also, we'll be doing the notifications for, when your village taxes are due, if you come, within a week, within 3 days, within 2 days, 1 day, and it'll send out emails on that stuff. All these things are being developed and built, and they're on our list of things to do. So you got any questions, Mark? Charles?
Go ahead, Charles.
Okay, so one of the big blog posts that I want to write is the description of the timeline between now and our official launch. And I know timelines are, tricky things because there's those new ideas and adjustments. But can you give us a good idea of what you think March, April, and May look like? And then heading into our official launch, do you have anything special planned for that? Is there anything interesting that's on the table just to give our people something to look forward to? Thank you.
Yep. March and April, pretty much the MMO Buy It. You're going to see a lot of things coming up with MMO Buy It. The ability to log in, the ability to see and start building your back office, your profile page and stuff, which would be important for the gamers and stuff, and the ratings of the games and stuff. Game developers we'll start putting some game developers in and stuff with the games and the products and stuff. MMO Listed will work side and side with MMO Build or Buy It. So we got Listed will probably be a lot more done and interactive by middle to the end of April. MMOCashout, boy, we've got so many things to do on MMOCashout, and with as far as functionality. Some of the stuff that we do, you guys don't see. It's in just cleaning pages up, making them look better or flow better. Like one of the things is the village overview. That page or that tab, that building, that's supposed to change to town hall. Town hall is like a village overview, and we're going to change it to that. And where that whole page, that landing page there, that will be really designed different and give you better information and broke up. And that should be done here within the next week or two. So a lot of the function or a lot of the programming stuff that you see isn't real big wow stuff that will just blow you away. It's just redesigning and fixing things. The school page and the marketing, the spread the word pages are being built, and they're as we're they're being built and designed, and we're close to being able to put something together so that you'll be able to build your own contact manager if you qualify for that level for your for the marketing suite or the spread the word. And we've got a lot of the designs and the functionalities done on that, and we'll be launching that probably in the next 2 weeks. So what other parts do you guys have questions on?
Well, I guess for myself, Go ahead, Charles.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, everything for me is pretty much answered, but please, I'm sorry to jump in there.
You had a big thing, Charles?
Yeah, so you mentioned this earlier a little bit, but I just want to be very clear for our members. We have a lot of people that are stuck in squatters or people that are going to be sending out huge emails to their list. So we want to make sure when the members come in that corporate sends them regular emails telling them about the latest news, what they should be upgrading, and even emails to get them super excited about the program. So when do you feel that you're going to start sending out the corporate email? How often do you think you can send that? And you're going to have different styles. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, I'm in hopes that the newsletters that we send out will be at least once a week. A lot of the stuff that we'll be putting on that will be incorporated into the newsletters will be posted on the blogs on a regular basis, daily, if not daily, 2-3 times a week. We'll be posting new stuff on the blog, on the website. I know that everybody's waiting for emails to be popping into their email box and stuff, and we are working on that. We will have a newsletter, and we will get that out and get that done here in the next couple of weeks. So,
Steve, something else to touch on. Let's talk about with the marketing, the videos that are being done right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've got the on our first company video for what we're trying to build. The first one we're trying to build is a explanation about MMOCashout. What's a kingdom? What's a kindred? What's collecting taxes and just basic information for somebody that's just trying to get an idea as to what we're all about. And we've got the scripting done, the first script done, and we're waiting for a revision on it, and we should get that here on Monday, I believe. And then they'll, in about 2 weeks, we'll have that and it's going to be in a whiteboard graphics. It's not going to be the one where your hands moving things around, or it's a real graphics artist doing the drawings and stuff. So we're trying to make it fun. We're trying to make it entertaining to be able to watch, and yet very educational. And that will be the first of our videos. We're very excited about that. And the company that we're with, they're just getting to learn us and understand what we're about and what we're doing and stuff. And the first one's always the hardest. And we get this first one done, and they'll get an idea as to what we want and where we're going with this. And they will be doing many of them for us. So they're already slated to be doing several videos in the next couple of months. Okay.
That's exciting. That I know. Also with the the marketing package is being worked on?
Yeah, the marketing package, spread the word. We've got, like I just said, we got we're working on squeeze pages, the banners, thumbnails, advertising tools, scripts. We've got the contact manager for doing email blasts and stuff. If you qualify for that, we'll have that. We're talking to a company about getting getting us all set up on our own package and stuff for the emails, and we'll have pre-designed.
I have one really interesting question.
Sure.
Oh, sorry. I thought you stopped.
No, go.
Sorry to interrupt. So one question that one lady had was, how big is your employee staff? How many programmers do you have? Can you just talk a little bit about your infrastructure, just so it's very clear for our members? Thank you.
Yeah, we got programmers. I've got a team of about 8 programmers, 7 or 8 programmers of different levels that are working on 4 different websites. And we've got the team of 6 client relations, my staff for client relations, that monitor all the emails, the calls. We try to get in on the group pages and try to answer questions on the group pages. We try to reach out to people and stuff. But of the 6, we have 5 that are extremely well trained, and they can answer just about anything that you have. And we take questions and stuff from the emails that we receive or whatever. They're collecting the questions, and we're coming up with a FAQ for both MMOCashout and MMOBuyit. So, does that help?
Any other questions, Charles?
Oh, one more thing. We also have we also hired a very good CFO, and he's a CPA. He's comes from the industry, the network marketing industry. He knows and understands it. He's been in the industry for he's been a CPA for 18 years, and we did hire him just about 2 weeks ago. So, and of course we have a handful of people that are helping us out from MMOBuyit with the promotional team, with the going and like client relations per se with the game developers and stuff. So game developers and products and items that we're going to be putting on to there. So we've got a team of, I think there are 3 on there now, and we're talking to 2 other people. So, all right.
Awesome.
You know, this has been a very good discussion. Thank you very much, Steve and Mark. I know that in so many companies it's so difficult to get airtime with the CEO and with our corporate officers and our corporate team. In MMOCashout, you have the chance to build this with us. So leaders, time to step up. And if you want to get involved, we are here. Let's make these next 12 weeks amazing, and we will definitely do this again with the CEO and Mark, and we'll make this happen. Thank you very much to both of you.
Hey, thank you for the invite, and we intend to get out there more and get more information out on a regular basis. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, again, everybody that's listening to this, you know, it is pre-launch, soft launch, and you know, it is in the making, and I think it's really important. Steve did ask me early on to, you know, touch about, you know, my background of being around startups and that, and, you know, one of the things that I've seen in so many different startups, I've seen so much wasted revenue, money misspent and mismanaged, and that's the one thing that I'm going to tell you right here with MMOCashout is we don't waste money. We put it to good use, and we're trying to build or we are building, I shouldn't say trying, we are building what's going to be a legacy company where, you know, we are bringing together a place for gamers in the gaming community, and like I said earlier, you know, next year it's going to be $111 billion, and there isn't anybody really doing what we're doing, so this is a great opportunity to be part of that. And like I said earlier, if you don't need a perfect world right now, it's a good time. It's a good place. There will be fortunes made as the results of people's actions that they take over the next few months. It's going to lay a great foundation for a huge business that will take care of themselves and their families for years to come. So, without anything more than that, I just want to thank everybody for coming and listening, and we're excited to report back to you again in the near future.
Hey, thanks much. I appreciate everything. Thanks very much, Charles, Mark.
Okay, thank you.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, you guys.
Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.